Hey, happy Movember everyone. If you want to help out with men's mental health, suicide prevention and fight against prostate and testicular cancer, then all you have to do is click that link in the description below and donate. Imagine if you and every single person subscribed to this channel donated just £1. We could raise thousands. It's 1 month and one massive problem that we just don't talk about. Let's change that with one solution right here, right now. If you can, please give. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome to the Hooniverse and to a brand new video. Now, one of Doctor Who's best episodes, in my opinion at least, is the one that takes the character in a truly different direction. This is The Waters of Mars, a tale of the Doctor's descent into being the Time Lord victorious, fighting against fixed points in the timeline and declaring himself the winner. Now, if you haven't seen this blockbuster of a story, I can't recommend it more. I won't spoil it here, but imagine all the weight of the Doctor's loss turned into anger. That's what this character is. Now, this new book by Steve Cole continues the story as the Doctor tries to return himself back to the wanderer through time and space we all know and love, and not a warrior, but discovers his greatest opponent yet: death. The Night, the Fall and the Dead is a 180-page novel, which yes isn't the longest book you'll lay your eyes on, however it does everything right to cram in plenty of plot without it feeling overcrowded. This book, along with its sequel All Flesh is Grass, which is available in December, forms the true backbone of the Time Lord victorious event. This story has surprises and ties into the other media from comics and audios. As the pages turn, you can meet Brian the Ood, a ruthlessly odd assassin, who teams up with the 10th Doctor as he reflects on his recent decisions on Mars, and where his journey will take him next. There are moments where Brian and the Doctor get on reasonably well, and then there are other moments where he makes some shocking choices. It's certainly an interesting partnership, particularly as it's strongly hinted that Brian may be more familiar with the Doctor than, say, the other way around. The Doctor also teams up with a variety of other characters throughout the story who I genuinely developed a sense of feeling for, as these brand new people on these pages alone make a decent impact, with the story also showcasing Cole's talent for not just character creation, but capturing the ones we're familiar with, perfectly with mannerisms and dialogue that really make you believe, oh, the 10th Doctor would say that, it's written here. David Tennant could perform this brilliantly on screen. Now, one of the beauties about this being a book though, is there are no budgets for the sets or scenes, just the limits of your imagination and the creative mind of the author. There are some truly awesome scenes and ideas thrown into the mix, and some nice throwbacks to other episodes and eras. It really does do its best to make every Doctor Who fan welcome. But what if you're new to the show or want to use this as a gateway for someone into the Hooniverse? Well, I think as much as it makes the TARDIS doors feel open to enter, you do need the key, which is the episode The Waters of Mars, to gain an understanding of where the Doctor is and what he's just experienced, with comparisons drawn throughout the book to the episode's ending. Now, does this story simply flip a switch and turn the Doctor into a villain? This is where I'm impressed by the tale, as it's not anything as sudden. Instead, it shows the Doctor doing the wrong things for the right reasons. His actions begin pure, but as the story unravels, he starts to slowly realise he could win against what appear to be the real villains, the Bringers of Death, the Cthulhu. Now, these guys are truly menacing, in this story setting the expiry date of creatures and civilizations throughout the universe with just a single touch. The Doctor is drawn against them as they hunt for a girl in this huge cosmos, who may be able to avoid their powerful clutches. They again aren't painted in black and white as monsters, instead fall more into a grey area, but with this sense of superiority and spectacle, as they set the clocks of creatures' lives to fit their schedule. And if there is one thing the Doctor is very particular about, it's time, and of course who lives and who dies. The worlds and settings the story shows off sound spectacular, and of course this story doesn't play out as simply as hero versus villain. Instead, it poses questions about right and wrong. What would you do if you could stop death from ever happening, save countless lives and all those closest to you? But what would that cost be, and would you have the right? I'm not planning on spoiling the story for you at all. It's such a great read, and at under 200 pages you can easily grab a cuppa, sit down and let your mind race. I actually read mine with speakers playing the End of Time soundtrack, as it really fits into place to form a great experience. It's one of the first books I've read in quite a long while, which I've not been able to put down. Plus, I've got to give credit to Lee Binding too. As much as the expression goes, don't judge a book by its cover, well, this time I think I will, with his outstanding artwork, breathing life into the story before you open that first page, and those last few pages will leave you desperate to see where the adventure goes next. Have you read The Night, the Fool and the Dead? What did you think of it? If discussing spoilers, please aim to make that clear for everyone who wants to avoid them. If you enjoyed this quick spoiler-free review, then be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more Time Lord victorious content, and stay tuned for all things Doctor Who. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.